Hello and welcome to this Smartlaunch screencast that will demonstrate the Personal User Files feature. So the Personal User File feature is a feature that allows you to copy your customers' files, documents, save games, or keyboard configuration files from one computer to another automatically. So depending on, let's say a customer plays on PC number 1, he plays a specific game, saves his save games, then the next day he arrives and plays at PC number 3, and then he wants to have the same save games on that computer. That is what the Personal User File feature does. So in this screencast I have made a simple example, and what I want the Smartlaunch to do is to copy a folder on the C drive. So basically I created this Personal User File setup called Personal Folder, and let's have a look at that one. And what I want is whenever the user logs in, so it's set to add user login, I want it to copy the files or directories, this directory, the C:/personal folder, and I want it to include all of the files as well as subfolders. So that means as soon as the user logs in, then he should get all of his files that he had from another computer in this directory. So let's have a look and try that out and see how it works in practice. Now first what I'm going to do is I'm going to log in a user at PC number 1. So I created a user called Michael, and
welcome back.
Here I have I created a small little shortcut here so I can explore the hard disk, and notice I also turned off the security just so we can for demonstration purposes see what's going on. So I actually already had a test file here, but I'm going to go ahead and delete this file for now. So as you can see, I created a folder called Personal Folder on this client computer. So you actually don't have to create this. Smartlaunch will do it automatically as well for you. But now let's see, I logged in on this computer, and what I would like is to actually create a new document. So I just create my personal document here. So this is me as a user on PC number 1, and maybe I put some cool stuff in here for us. Okay, I'm going to save that document. Now, when I log out from this computer now on PC number 1, I would like to have the Smartlaunch server store all of those files in that folder. So I'm going to go ahead and just show to you where that actually goes. And let me just delete this for demonstration purposes. So in the Smartlaunch server directory under Program Files Smartlaunch Server, you have a folder called Data. And inside this folder there's a bunch of folders. The interesting one for us right now is the users folder, and inside this folder there is a folder for each of your customers in here, each of your user accounts. And in this case I have my Michael user account, and inside this this folder I have a documents folder which is for network mapping, and then I have a puff folder which is for all our personal user files. So right now it's empty, this folder, but let's see what happens when I log out from this computer. So
a user has logged out.
And boom, the Smartlaunch server just copied the C:/personal folder to the Smartlaunch server, and then it zipped the entire folder and it placed it in my user folder here, and it named it personal folder. So if I have a look inside this zip file, you will see that it actually has my document here, personal document. Okay, so that's all good. Seems to be working right now. Now let's demonstrate how we can actually make sure that this document ends up on the client computer. So to do that, I'm just gonna show the hard disk on PC 1 here, and you see I still have this personal folder, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna delete this folder. Okay, so now my document just went away from PC number 1. Now when I log in again to PC number 1, so let's see, I as a user log in on PC number 1, it is actually going to copy my files to that folder again. So let's explore my hard disk, and I'm going to look under C:personal folders there, and whoop, there it is. Cool stuff in here. My document has been copied to that computer again, and it was of course coming from this zip folder which was being copied to the client and then unzipped on that computer. Okay, so one last thing I want to illustrate to you is a specific feature in this setup. So let's go back to the Personal User File setup. I have it here, personal folder. There is this way you can choose when to transfer PU or puffs. and you can do it either at user login, which is what we just did, or on demand. If you, for instance, have a game that have very big save games, let's say they're 100 megabytes, then you don't want to copy those files at login because it will take a lot of time to log in every time then. So a better way to do it is then to use on demand. And what that does is it allows you to tell Smartlaunch to only copy those files when you launch a specific program. So in this case it's for personal folders, so I might have my personal documents in there. So in that case I want to tell Smartlaunch to only copy the files if I launch the software called OpenOffice Word. Let's say that's just an example. You can use it for anything basically. And so to make that work, I actually went into this application and I checked off this folder here, personal folder. So what you can do here is whenever you launch OpenOffice Word, then Smartlaunch will actually copy the files rather than at login. Okay, that was all I really had to show to you in this screencast. Play around with the feature, it's extremely powerful. You can really set up many interesting setups, and as you can see here, there's many different games that will easily support the personal user files. Also, please share any discoveries you do or setups that you have. You can use our forums or our ticketing system. We really want to have all the cafes all over the world share their experiences on how to best have games supported by Smartlaunch. So thank you very much and have a great day.